So I have found
Let me
something.
see. Oh dear Lord. It's real. It still exists. This is the original
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Let's Play Starfield. I'm 7 Dust Bunny, and we're going to start off by just speaking to this
so many
lady.
books to read and so little time.
Seeing if we've got any books she's interested in.
I'm afraid there's nothing you have that interests me.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Let's see.
I was hoping some of the books I had might be of interest, as I did pick up some books, but apparently none of those are of interest to her, which is a little bit disappointing, but it is what it is. Can't win them all, I guess. And next up is to find our friend, I think the mayor, wherever the hell he may be, as he doesn't seem to show up on the map.
My husband. I think he would have liked what I've done here. He so loved books.
Which is a bit odd. But I'm going to try and find him, because we have a direction at least on our map marker taking us where to go. So that might just save me wandering around.
You didn't hear this from me.
Okay, our mayor is in the same old spot. So let's see what he's got to say here. Hello, Mr. Mayor. I shall turn the torch off rather than cook you in the face.
What happened to the Hassanovs never sat right with him.
Well, I did find her will, and apparently it's Blake Adwell, who something made me think he was like the Marshal.
You got it. That's wonderful. But Blake Aldwell.
Oh, Oldwell, sorry.
There was a Blake. Might be we can track him or any surviving kin down. I'll get my lawyer on this. Frank Langston's in for a rude surprise. And we can maybe see a Hassanov return back to the core.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we can do right by them. Yeah, I doubt Frank is going to take this lying down.
No, he won't. But this ain't Neon. We've got real laws here in Aquila City. You've more than earned this. You've done the city a great service.
Well, that's good. You'd think he'd give you that house by now, right?
Mom says I should learn doctrine like her, but I'd rather fly my own starship.
I guess if you spoke to Langston first, you would probably get an option to, shall we say, lose the paperwork. I gotta be honest, one of the things I do dislike about this game, and I know there is a mod for this already, is how strong the LUTs are, or lighting things. It always looks so washed out and bloody drab and crap quite often. I noticed this in editing the videos and things like that. It doesn't, you know, I do try and do a bit to try and punch the color up a bit and make it a bit more vibrant. But yeah, the world just seems like here it's awful at the moment, especially with the current weather. Anyway, enough of me complaining. So we've got leader of the pack, blast zone. I'm not sure what blast zone is all about, and deputized. So first of all, talking to Tate, there's nothing else talking to Tate other than just...
if I don't say so myself. Wait, before you go.
Oh, yes.
My instinct says you're a person who knows how to work with their hands, or in this case, heavy equipment.
Yes.
Are you familiar with mining lasers?
Absolutely. I used to work for Argos as an extractor.
Excellent. There are so many in the stretch, living in terrible conditions. The Low House and I are working together to make cheap, affordable housing.
Yeah, I've been working with them.
The land we want to build on has hard stone that needs to be cleared.
Okay. So you want me to do some rock busting for you?
And it truly is the best cause. Once you clear the land, we'll be one step closer to changing some lives for the better.
You gave me a cutter. I've already got a cutter. So, where's that? Ah, because yeah, I don't mind doing that. We'll go and clear some rocks and, you know. Thank you. What I'd really like to find is a way down from here. I've looked several times and I get this wrong every single time without fail. I found... Oh. I thought I'd found it. I found it. This is how I get down, right? Yay! I found a way down. If not the way down, it's a way down. That is... Look at the room. Because I rented a room last night, so I stayed in the local room here. Cost 300 credits. And interestingly, I like the fact that they've brought a system in so that you can rent the room for a week, and that costs 2,000 credits. That's kind of cool. I like that. Right, let's crack the cutter out. Don't worry, I got it under control. Just want to... You want me to blast out some rocks?
Next stop wouldn't be the Charybdis system, would it? You got a report of a distress call out there. We don't have the ships to send someone that far out.
No can do, I'm afraid at the moment. I have other plans. Firstly, sell the contraband. Secondly, go back to New Atlantis. And there we go. Consider your rocks are broken up as required. That better? We'll report back to Mr. Tate. And also, I do want to check in on that other lady as well. Might be able to find out if there's been any improvement on the situation there as well. For, that's it, detecting the Ashtas and what's going on there. But she was hovering around out here, but I don't know where she's gone now. Oh god, this weather is awful. It just looks terrible today. I wish I could, you know, at least with Imperion I know the console command for just saying, right, just get rid of the weather. I mean, I'm sure there is a console command for it in this game too.
Ecologies are living things. They move, they change.
Well, actually, as I'm passing by.
For now. So we have to be prepared.
Yeah, is anything changed?
Could open up more of Aquila to settlement.
No. Okay.
In time.
I'll take that as a no. I'm heading to the wrong person. You're right over there. Okay. So you're hovering near Mr. Tate. I'll remember that.
A pledge. My manor in the core has
So,
been approved by both the mayor and the historical committee. Not strictly necessary, but it means you can buy it with a clean conscience.
that's good. And I've cleared your site for
Marvelous.
you.
One step closer. I can't wait to tell Ms. Wolf. I know it's not much, but this is well earned.
What, 3,300 credits for cutting a couple of rocks? Okie dokie. Okay, so that's done. Was that the end of that little mission? Okay. Well, I might go and get myself deputized, because in all honesty, I'm kind of liking it here. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go and get my ass deputized before I head back. Actually, no, let's not rush into it. Change of heart. I'm not going to rush into it. I'm going to go to...
Family immigrated here from the UC.
I'm going to go to the den. I'll have to come back anyway. But the trade authority here does deal with contraband. But I would get scanned on the way in. So let's go and start off by getting myself over to Wolf. And I'll probably just keep this in, just for the bit where... Oh, hello. Just for the bit where we need to hand him the note. And I haven't read the note. I've been good. I haven't read the note. As much as I am hugely tempted to do so.
Looks like this place has seen better days.
Okay, Samko. Keep it under your hat. We're at the den now. And we need to hand this guy the note. I have a delivery from Duncan from Aquila City.
Thank you. Did you have any trouble en route?
Yeah, no trouble at all. All smooth sailing.
Good. Very good. Here's your pay, and your continued discretion would be appreciated.
Likewise, that pays well.
If there's anything I can do for you, please say the word.
And,
certainly.
Would you buy the rest of my contraband, good sir? Okay, so I've shipped off everything I can to the Trade Authority at the moment. I need to go to that terminal over there, but we are carrying no contraband.
My heart stopped for a beat when you passed out.
Oh.
I'm glad you're still with us.
You what now? Oh, okay. Not quite sure what happened there. But one thing he
say no to a gift.
mentioned to me while we were doing the quest previously was he would like a new pistol. And I happen to have this suppressed Razorback, which I reckon is just up his alley. And I need to give him at least one round for it, which is a 7.5 mil. 7.5 mil white hot, apparently. But we'll give him 2. There you go. And that'll be Sam laughing, and hopefully we can tell him to equip that weapon. And that might make him happy. I want to see his reaction, see if he has one.
No, that's it then.
Apparently not.
Let's get that artifact to the lodge.
Okay, so I've sold off what I can for now. I will probably need to go to the Trade Authority here to see if I can sell off a few bits more. But we are ready now to add another piece to the puzzle.
Hey, we're back. Newest member of our little family really pulled through for us.
Is anyone hurt? You didn't let Cora handle the artifact, did you? We don't know what effects it might have on someone her age.
Relax, we're fine.
She has not handled the artifact.
Time for that artifact to meet its siblings.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to try and punch someone in the head. I was going for the big moment. And let's hit it.
What are we building here?
I haven't picked up any kind of frequency or signal coming from it.
That doesn't mean much. This thing could be emitting something we can't even detect. As far as we know, we could be building a gigantic bomb that will blow up as soon as we finish it. Or maybe it's some kind of interstellar children's toy.
Why would either of those things give the Discoverer visions and music? It's a message. I'm sure of it.
I tend to think the stars in the middle are the galaxy.
I hear that. Moving forward sometimes means fumbling around in the dark. I think Cora and I can use some downtime, but you let me know if you ever want to team up again. Oh, and since it tends to come up, me and my Rugrat co-pilot work as a team. That's non-negotiable. If I'm coming with, that means Cora's on your ship.
Okie dokie. For now, I'll catch you later. I do like the fact you're rifle certified, and I do like your piloting skill. Having you aboard on piloting, I'm not sure if you have him aboard on piloting, does that mean you can pilot a Class C ship? Do you get to use his ability? My understanding is you kind of do, so I'd love to get that confirmed. But at the moment, I'm going to have to say I'll catch you later, because
likewise,
we've got so much.
Did you know Walter is one of the richest people in the universe?
Actually, yes. And, it's why I'm kind of disappointed about it in the ships I'm having to run around in. But, having said that, we Oh, so close. If I can clean out the trade authority here, but I don't think I've got enough to do it. Well, I don't have anything for you right now, apparently. But you're still on the crew, right? Because you're probably still one of my favorite crew members. Barrett's unassigned, Samco is unassigned, yet Sarah, you are assigned. I mean, I'll be honest, my temptation would be to fire Vasco. But, you know, and no, I guess at the moment we're just left with tagging up to Vlad and seeing what Vladimir is doing on the eye. I mean, haven't really had any cause to go up there thus far. And oh, our tree man is bleeping, so let's go and speak to him, because it'd certainly be interesting to know if there's anything going on with this tree right now. That would certainly be another thing to get back on the case of, as we sort of have that one on slow burn in the background. So, my good man, Kelton, what's going on? Can I shine the light in your face again? Sorry, bud, but you know, it helps.
Oh, I was hoping we might run into one another again. Your timing is most fortuitous. I'm on the verge of something, but I don't quite have all the information I need.
Okay, I'm always happy to help. It's turning out to be quite interesting.
You have no idea how much I appreciate that. Truly. Of course, now that I understand more about what's going on, it seems plain as day. And yet I never would have imagined it before. The tertiary trunks have also liquefied their interiors, but they're not vibrating. I thought perhaps it was some sort of defect.
Okay.
But it's much simpler. They're listening.
Alright, so it's got some trunk sending out a signal and another trunk trying to pick up a signal. So is it trying to talk to other trees? How do you know?
I don't. Not for sure. It's all a theory, certainly, but it is completely supported by the data and observation, like all good science. It's the best we have to go on right now.
Fair enough. So what does this mean?
It means it is ready to reproduce.
Oh, okay.
I believe this tree is sending vibrations out over massive distances and expecting to detect sympathetic vibrations in return.
So,
as of yet,
let's find it a mate.
There's been no response. I suspect that will not change, that a response is impossible, and that's very, very bad news.
Why is a response impossible? Okay, so we've got to do... define bad.
We're continuing to see an increase in the strength and frequency of the vibrations. I don't know how much more significant it will become. If there's no response, the tree may vibrate itself, and some nearby portion of the city, to destruction. Now, as of yet, there has been no response, and clearly none of the nearby individuals are a correct match. While it can't be ruled out that the intended recipient of these messages was cut down during the city's expansion, there is one other possibility. Over 100 years ago, the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective emerged from the Narian War. As a gesture of peace and goodwill, a near-literal olive branch, one of the trees from New Atlantis, was offered to the leaders of Aquila City.
Okay. So we're talking about a tree in Aquila, and that's the only tree that can be its mate? So, yeah, it seems like a good...
Nice. Short-sighted and ill-advised, in my opinion.
Oh?
Of course, you can't just uproot a native species and plunk it down on some other planet in a totally different environment and expect it to grow.
Well, no, it probably won't.
Clearly, no exobotanists were consulted ahead of time. The end result was wholly predictable. The tree died within a few short years.
And I don't understand how that's helpful.
I'm sorry, I'll get to the point. The tree died, yes, but branches were kept. At least one still exists in the museum there in the city. If I had that branch, I could get DNA samples, and then using various data I've gathered, I could attempt to simulate a response. We could then broadcast that response and hopefully calm down our friend here. But as I say, I need that branch.
Okay, I'll come back with it when I can.
I knew you would understand.
I still have to go back to Aquila.
It's under the supervision of one Miss Kassler, I'm told.
Okay.
I don't know anything
so it's not
about
on her
her,
steroids.
but hopefully she'll be willing to listen to reason and assist our cause. All right, off you go. We don't have any time to waste.
Well, I hope it's time enough for me to go to the Trade Authority and sell off my goods. So, one thing I wanted to discuss here is piloting and booster pack training. I want to take booster pack training. I really do. I want to go down this line more. I have one skill point. However, the ship I need is rank B, and that is having to at least open this class, which is 3 points. That's not great. Because I suddenly realized the ship I'm aiming towards, which is, or was,
You should inspect
Shield
ship for heat
Breaker.
leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty.
Um,
I'm sure you can find something you like.
that I thought it was a class A, but it is a class B. Which is unfortunate, which means I'm going to have to shop around to see if there's anything else I can lay my hands on. But at the moment, I've not got enough credits to get there, but I'm really close. I'm down at 267. So, that is upsetting me that is not a class A. I felt sure that was class A. Anyway, with that, I think we now need to head back to Aquila for the couple of quests we've got. I am tempted to have a chat with Vladimir in the eye on the way out, so we'll have a word with Vlad a second. So here we are, arriving at the eye. I'm assuming, there we go, thank you. I didn't want to target it there for a second. Let's hammer off towards it. Maximum speed. Pretty close. Here we go, here we go. Come on, and dock. Okay.
We have a clean dock.
So,
Right on the money.
this is the eye. Oh, by the way, no one is following me at the moment. Sarah, can you... What? Okay. Sarah, I'd like to pick you back up to come with me. You are definitely my new favourite. Even the adoring fan is going to be upset by the fact that I am definitely... Yes. At first I found you abrasive. Oh, do you have something interesting for me?
Yes, I do. Here you are.
Nutrient leaf. Lovely. So, let's head back out.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
We're going to see Vlad. Yeah. She's really grown on me, to be honest. Like I say, abrasive but honest.
Hope Vladimir is in a good mood today.
I know. Please don't mind me if I happen to just loot anything I can find out of the eye. I'm just going to literally run around in a circle here. As this appears to be a circle, so I'm thinking med packs. Thank you. says, polytextile will be lovely. Circuit board I don't need. I'm going to turn the light back on again. We're going to knock them up over. I'm sure Vladimir will not mind at all. Yeah, because this whole thing seems to be a circle, which is awesome. Apart from... Okay. Is there something wrong with the eye that you're not telling me? Like the whole airlock system is screwed or something like that? You know. Something I should know before I step foot on a space station that is not entirely okay. I'll take that med pack too. So what about going this side? This is the same, is it? It is. Hello. Alex Hayes' note. To all my friends and fellow explorers, I'm always with you out there in the starfield. Love always, Alex Hay. Okay. That's obviously a meaningful note of some description. Not currently, Vasco. At the moment I'm really just sort of checking out if there's anything worth laying my hands on here. Like permanently increasing my carry capacity by 5. That sounds amazing. Because this character wants to carry everything in the entire game at one time. So that's my goal. That's what I'm aiming for. Vlad has a concerning number of tissues stored. Stop, do 30 push-ups. Can I have these? And this? And maybe this one as well? You have smokes in the fridge. I'm not going to ask, Vladimir. I'm not going to ask. I mean, consolation is free for all of us, yeah? So I can basically steal anything that's not nailed down on this boat, yeah? Are you stopping for lunch? Okay. She's stopping for lunch, so let's be honest, it seems to me that I can have anything. What would be really nice is if I like sat down there opposite, where you could have like a really good little interaction. A bit like, if you remember in Skyrim, there was a modded companion called Inigo. And he was amazing. You could like sit down and have conversations with him a bit. I mean, obviously it was scripted within reason, as much as you would expect with such a thing. But you know, Vlad likes his eggs, or doesn't, because they're left there. That might be the other case. Okay, this one is completely empty. And harvest naan bread. Okay, take those. Sure, and nothing like a couple of potatoes. Why not? I kept thinking that was a data slate then. And that is basically... Oh, missed a door. Gotta look around everywhere when you do these things. Anything that's not nailed down, you gotta consider taking it. Like, there's a spacesuit there. Just in case you're in a shower and you need a spacesuit. Oh, missed that. That was staring me in the face. Okay, let's go in and talk to our man here. Sorry, good sir. I've come to inspect the station and everything aboard it, and whether it's worth anything in particular is the question. So, Vladimir, my good man, how you doing?
We got a rook on deck. Good to see Constellation getting some fresh blood.
I mean, I'm not really a rookie. I've been a space miner and I've been out and collected several artifacts, so, you know.
An honest job. No shame in that. Some of us have done far worse.
We've all come from different walks of life.
Wish I could have been down at the lodge to see the artifacts come together. But I got a little lost peeking through the eye.
Someone should have grabbed you. It's incredible.
Probably would have just gotten annoyed at being bothered. I'll catch a smile at our next big revelation. You know there's more to come. Now, this station, the Eye, rigged up for deep space scans. Barrett and Sarah teased out the signs of where our artifacts could be hiding after we caught our second one. But the data takes a slow ride along the Sea of Light. Years or decades between us and the fringes of space without a grav drive.
Yeah, I can understand that. But yeah, so you're chasing ghosts. There could be nothing. But I think we need to check on these leads in person for sure. Because yeah, look what we found so far.
You won't be the only constellation out there. Andreja and Mateo are both following up on scans themselves. Mateo went out recently, but Andreja, it's been a while. Hate to pull the worried old man act on you, but I'm an old man and I'm worried.
Exploration does take time. I'm sure she's okay, but we can go check on her.
Right. Just hard not to think of all the bad
I've not
luck
met
you
her
can get
yet.
into burning helium out there.
I agree with Vladimir. We shouldn't simply assume she'll be fine.
She should be at one of the 2 sites I've marked on your star map. Can take care of herself, but we all need backup sometimes. Anyway, hopefully you'll be catching Fortune's smile, and we'll have some more artifacts to take a closer look at. Happy hunting.
Okay. I mean, do I know he's retired from the Crimson Fleet? How did you get mixed up with Constellation? Let's start there.
Ever run the scholars on the Centaurus Proclamation?
No.
The original treaty that gave every human the right to colonize the stars? Stolen by some fool's joke of a Crimson Fleet rook looking to trade names to Captain. Sight to see pinned above my chair, like the whole settled systems was mine for the taking. Time dances its years forward, and I'd retired. That's when our own Sarah Morgan walks into the tale. Fire in her eyes and her head full of intel I thought I had spent the labor's efforts burying. Of course, I didn't have the Centaurus Proclamation just lounging in my pockets. Belonged to the ship and her new captain in the fleet I had left behind. Tipped your ear long enough, but the short line of it, Sarah and I returned the treaty to the rightful owners, and I decided to hang around, lend an old pirate's wisdom to the mission.
So do you visit the lodge often?
I make the visit when they need me. Don't mind the loner's life most days, and the Eye is important work. But I should make the trip more often. Can't let Walter be the only one tending bar there too long. Everyone will forget what a good drink tastes like.
Your artifact search must be a full-time job, though, up here.
That's why I missed your little welcome party. Got caught up plotting all the data the Eye can give us. Wouldn't mind a helper's hand, though. Could speed the process along. Up-to-date planetary scans would help filter all the data I have to sift through. Maybe help to find the anomalous bits. And Constellation can slide a credit or two your way. All part of the mission of charting the stars, right?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize I could sell you survey data, but, I can get you some survey
Then
data.
we're hand in hand in agreement. Now, get out there and burn some helium.
So, just out of interest, have I got some survey data for you? Apparently not. Apparently I've sold it already. Okay, fair enough. So, you were in the Crimson Fleet, as you indicated in your first question.
Usually it doesn't. I'm overdrawn from Lady Luck 3 times over. It's a long tale to tip your ear on, but if you ever wanted to visit, I have a house out there in the Starfield. Thought I was going to see life's eclipse from there, but Constellation swept me away. Haven't been there since we started on the Eye. If you do go there, turn the lights off when you leave, okay?
You have a house out there? And I'm welcome to visit? That's intriguing. Okay. So, what do you have to say on any of this? Not a lot, apparently. Which one do we pick? I mean, I'm assuming whichever one we pick, we're going to be wrong. But,
It might not be Jemison, but this ship is starting to feel like home.
Well, I mean, Jemison's very plush and all, but, I don't know, it's a little bit too sanitary for my liking. You know, I like the slightly rough feeling of it, of Aquila City. And the UC, they just feel a little clinical, but in the wrong way.
That ship will carry the memory of your visit forever.
I'm sure it will. So, where do we have to go? Let's consult the great star map here. So we're talking about Tau Ceti. Where is Tau Ceti? I mean, I know I can actually get it to point me there if I want to, but I kind of like to find it on the map a bit. But that was Tau Ceti. That's Altair, and that's Piazza over there, opposite side of Beazle. And we have something in Altair as well. Go to the Altair system. Why do I need to go to the Altair system? I don't know. Okay, well, I would actually like to go back to Aquila City. Just for now. I know we've been hitting Aquila City fairly hard. But I would like to go back and try and get this piece of the tree. Just to stop there being some major problem in Jemison.
Sam has told me so many stories about Aquila City. I feel as though I've lived here all my life.
Do you? I mean, it's quite a... Actually, as you walk in at this time of night, it's quite an imposing and nice look. It's really quite good.
Mr. Crowley, I swear that gal bank branch.
I mean, now that it's not doing... I mean, there's still a slight lot on it, but now we're not doing that horrible misted day effect. You know, that's much better. For one. So let's go and visit this room. I went there and I slept there, so I don't quite know why.
I feel for the folk in the stretch.
You know, I slept in the bed and everything. Now, if I sleep here, there we go.
Sleep?
Done.
Yeah, what is it?
Room visited, no? Does that not count? Look. Is this not visiting my room? I visited it. It's done, no? How is this quest not done? Can I not tick it off? No, not visit. Visit your rented room. Yes, this one. It is visited. I'm gonna sleep for another hour just because.
Hey there. Time
There.
to get moving.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I'm trying to get it to trigger. but it's not triggering. Fine, can I just get rid of that quest or something? This quest right here. I can't get rid of it. It's going to be there forever. That is really annoying. Okay, game, that sucks. Right, can I turn that off at least? Okay, so late bloomer is my priority, but there's also leader of the pack. That's just triggered, I noticed.
The mayor's all right.
So let's start off by seeing if I can get this branch. Not there, clearly. Going the wrong way. That's gonna annoy me forever now. That'll be the one thing that stops me actually living here, will be the stupid quest marker for the room I rented. So this is the Co-Heritage Museum.
Hi. Please feel free to have a look around.
Oh god, what just happened?
This place.
The double bone horn just exploded out of the cabinet, I think. So, okay. Ooh, cool rifle. That's a lawgiver.
I
Okay.
have artifacts that date all the way back to the time of Solomon Coe himself.
Yeah, wonderful.
Everything you see here is a piece of Aquila City's history.
I've traveled a lot. I could keep
There
my
are
ears
some
open
things
things.
I would kill to have. I mean, wait, not literally. But I would pay a lot for. You see, the Coe family lost a treasure trove of old historic documents ages ago. And those documents would be priceless to have here.
I can see why a museum would want them.
Their absence pains me. Jacob Coe and I have talked at length, and his great-grandfather was a troubled man. He sold off various historic documents to cover debts. They could be anywhere. If you find any of that trove of documents, I will pay dearly for it.
Okay, I'll keep my eyes out from them. If I see anything, I will
Think
bring
of
it
the
for you.
future generations that could benefit from seeing such important history.
I mean, yeah, I think I might have found something because I have the Aquila City Charter, which I bought. So I have found
Well, let me
something.
see. Oh dear Lord. It's real. It still exists. This is the original charter for Aquila City. And you can see their signatures. This is really the birth of the Free Star Collective. The core philosophy of limited government and inalienable rights. All here. Thank you. If you find anything else, please come back.
I get 3,000 for it, which I think is less than what I paid for it. Which is a little bit disappointing. I'd like to learn about Aquila
Aquila
City's
City
history.
was founded over 150 years ago by Solomon Coe, a scientist and explorer from Earth. Along with other settlers, Coe built the structures you see in the part of the city we call the core. Those proud buildings still stand today. The planet was dangerous, so they built a wall around their settlement. Eventually, they ran out of space and started building outside the wall.
Okay. And what happened after that? Let me guess. Aztec's attacked.
There were so many buildings that they had to build another, larger wall, forming a second outer ring around the growing city. Of course, the city didn't stop growing, and before long, the third wall, the outer wall you see today, was constructed. Today, Aquila City is the proud capital of the Free Star Collective, and the Council of Governors continues to meet here when they need to.
That's good. How's your museum going?
Very well. People are proud of their history here, so we get more visitors than I was expecting. So it gets pretty busy here, especially with school field trips.
Okay, that's good. So I believe you have. Hang on, bear with me a second. I'm just going to check if you actually have it here. Thank you. I'm glad it's always open to me. having bought the bits. That's cool. Got the badges. And there's a book there, which is the book I just brought, which is nice. So I can obviously get other bits of book and stuff like that that will fill the other pedestals, which is awesome. I don't see the branch he is talking about. I mean, there's like a cactus thing there, but and there's a double horn, but I mean, you're not talking about that branch, are you? I don't see the branch you're actually referring to. Okay, we'll ask her about it, because I certainly don't see it here.
Your help in preserving and sharing Aquila City history is greatly appreciated.
No problem, anytime. Apparently I'd like to talk to you about a tree branch.
That is not something I expected to hear today. I assume you're somehow associated with the United Colonies? I've received some odd messages of late.
Well, I'm more of a private contractor. I'm working freelance.
A lot of that these days. You do what you have to, I suppose. But I can't see myself taking jobs from the UC.
Well, that's understandable.
I'm afraid you've wasted your time because I'm not authorized nor particularly inclined to release any of our pieces. That includes 100-year-old tree branches. Sorry, but it's staying in storage.
Look. One, I bought you the piece already. I'm in good faith here. I'm not trying to ruin your museum.
If you find any more of the Coe family's legacy, please let me know.
Yeah, I need that
I hear
branch.
what you're saying, but I'm afraid it's out of the question.
Well, it can be very annoying when you need to be. If you don't give me the branch, I won't stop asking for it. If I don't get that branch, things can be disastrous for the people of New Atlantis. Yes.
A disaster befalling New Atlantis? Hard to get upset about that.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna go for the auto-persuade.
Easy. We're just talking, right? I can't believe I'm doing this. Please return it in one piece.
I will endeavor to do my best. Well, I needed to go for the auto-persuade there, I think. I still have that one skill point, which I probably should have stuck in persuasion. I'm not sure where I'm putting it yet. I mean, I'm sure I'll get plenty more chances to persuade people yet. So, you know, it's only 10% chance of success. And it might be better off going in guns or something like that, where I can make more use of it.
You better not be hustling me here.
I'm honestly not, lady. So, the other item on the agenda is to speak to the good lady who was up here near yeah, I think it was near where the guy was selling the house, which I think is just up here. Yeah, I think it's her right there. I think she's right here. She's had a chance to analyze her data.
We need to be smarter, better in the way...
Let's be certain to stock up on some extra ammunition before we explore the wilderness around the city.
I'm with you.
Hey, how have you been? Staying out of trouble?
Not bad, not bad. So, I could ask you the same thing, actually.
You could. Things here have been, well, they're better. The ice has thawed a bit between me and Davis. We'll probably never be friends, but at least we're on speaking terms now. I think he finally appreciates the value of my research.
That's good news. I'm glad that the two of you are beginning to get along.
Yeah, we're much better as a team, even if it is a cautiously engaged one. In fact, speaking of Davis, I have to confess, I'm a little worried about him. In analyzing the recent data, I've isolated readings suggesting that someone is making patrols far more often than in the recent past. I don't have any direct evidence, but I know it's Davis. It's gotta be. I'm worried that everything I've inadvertently put him through is kinda, I don't know, pushed him over the edge, or at least a little too close to it.
Maybe we should talk to him about it.
I have recognized that Davis has an emotional reaction to my presence. We're on speaking terms, but he still gets agitated. I don't want to make things worse. I'm better with statistics and circuits than I am with people. I've already made a mess of this situation. Do you think you could go speak to him? If nothing else, it would ease my conscience.
I will give it a try, good lady. And we'll see if we can make him happy. But that will have to be, I'm afraid, next time, because we've run out of time here and we're back in the keyless episode. Okay. Look, dude.
There's rolling arms if you're not a fan of Laredo.
Just quiet, man. Okay. That will have to be next time, he says. So, like and subscribe as always, and join us again next time when we'll have a word with Davis and we'll see if we can fix the tree in New Atlantis. Thanks a lot.